how to learn how to speak French. This is what we have to do today. How to learn how to speak French. French is a beautiful language, but it's not too difficult to speak a language. There's a big difference between learning a language and speaking the language. Normally, I think that you are interested in speaking the language. You're not going to be able to speak like a French person today, because language is like driving a car. You just start driving, you cannot go to the highway and drive 70 miles an hour. You have to go slowly. And if you're only speaking French, the only way and the best way to be able to speak French is to listen to it. They have three things which is, that you have to do. But the number one, the three things are listen, practice, and learn. The reason that I put listen first, because to be able to learn how to speak French, you have to hear the French language, you have to hear the pronunciation, you have to hear the way that the French person who speaks, the French-speaking person, they speak. And this is the only way that you can repeat what they do. When you have a book to learn, you can learn words, but you cannot learn sound, pronunciations. And how to learn how to speak French is a principle where you have to start by having a goal. Your goal is speaking, and find the tools to reach that goal. Learning is those tools to know some words, to know words. Listen is the number one tools. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm French, and I'm a French singer. I've been singing French in the United States for really long. And I sold 200,000 CDs around the United States in French. But I realized when somebody approached me for me to sign the CD, and I asked them, do you speak French? And those people answered me, I used to. I say, what's going on? Do you still speak French? No, because there is nobody to practice. And from there, and I said to myself, now you cannot speak no more? He said, no, I forgot about everything. It's plain crazy. You learn something so hard, and finally you lose it. You lost it. That's plain crazy. Because of that, I asked them, why do you buy my CD? They said, because I can understand everything that you say when you are performing. Everything that you say. I can understand, I can hear it, but I cannot speak it. Yes, and this is why today I'm sitting here with you doing that video for you. And I go to all the French singer that I know, and I look what is the difference between the way that I sing and the way they sing. And when I do the research for you, I realize that It is much better to buy my CD. I would suggest you to go and click right now on that link below and buy one of my CD right now. If you are, because you're doing the first step already. The first step is you are looking at me right now. You're spending your time looking at me. It's because you want to speak French. You want to learn how to speak French. You do the first step. The second step is the tools to speak French. And the tools is buy the CD and listen to it everywhere. Buy this CD. Why you should buy my CD? This CD that I'm talking about. It is, we are French. I'm French. We are French singers. And the French singers, we have our audience. They are French speaking people. And the lyrics that we have, they're really heavy lyrics. Big words, big syllable, big sentences, because they understand what we're talking about. But as just a beginner, you don't have to go there. This is why, if you go to the YouTube right now, you listen to a French singer, yes, it's wonderful. But the thing is, he's going to say things that you do not understand. And things that you're not going to find on the street when you're walking in a conversation. Because our client, as a French singer, as every other French singer, our client, they're much more French-speaking people. And the difference in my CD is I make my CD tailored to you. People like you. The way that I sing, the way that I pronounce the word, the way that I pronounce the syllable, it is easy for you to hear. For example, when I say la vie en rose, la vie en rose, or I said je reviens te chercher, je savais que tu m'attendais, je savais que l'on ne pourrait se passer l'un de l'autre longtemps. Je reviens te chercher. That means it's easy for you to hear what I'm saying. And I know that because this is why those people, they bought my CD. I finally see that you can have a way to hear, to listen to French 24 hours. You're going to make mistake, yes. Repeat what I said, repeat what is in the song. You're going to make mistake, but you correct it because you have it all the time to listen to. You will see your own personal mistake. And also, the reason that I said the best way to learn a language is the audio way. Because I remember one person called me and said that I was in Florida on a vacation and I get stuck in a traffic. And I pull out your CD and I put it and I was listening to French song. But the way that you pronounce the word make me feel like I'm already familiar with those already. Because I can understand it, I can hear it. And there was another person coming again and said that I bought your CD, I put it in an MP3 and keep running, keep juggling, but listen to it. And etc., etc. Other people who come and said to me that they were cleaning their house on a Sunday and put the CD, my CD, in their house and listen to. This is what I want you to do. I want you to be able to listen everywhere, to like a person speaking to you. You cannot bring a French person everywhere that you're going, but you can bring a CD. You cannot bring a book everywhere that you're going because if you're driving, there's no way to have a book. Even if you go to YouTube, you will find a lot of people doing French things and French lessons, French courses on YouTube. But you cannot bring the computer. And still, there's only one thing. You cannot You have to be the one to do the practicing. And this is why I can tell you that you have to buy this CD right now. Sorry. That's why I say that you have to buy this CD right now. Click in this link and buy it. And practice and listen to it. It's $19-20. If you go to France right now, you will spend for the plane ticket more than $1,000. But you will be happy in that $20 investment that you did, because over there you will be able to hear, to understand what the people said, and maybe to speak also. So many people learn French, but when they arrive to a French-speaking country, they're lost completely, because they don't understand nothing. Because they've been reading the book, and even have mastering, but when they go to the reality where everybody is speaking, because nobody is walking in Paris with a book in their hand, they are talking, they are speaking, and you have to be able to follow. There's no time for you to go get your book. You have to hear what they said. You have to be able to familiar with what they said, and this is what you get in my song. And especially in a song, the best way to learn a language is to listen to music. Because in the music, you have the melody will stick in your head, will stick in your memory. Much easier than speakers. Then reading, then, the melody stick there in your memory. And there's a word attached to that memory. There's a word attached to that lyric, to that melody. There's a word attached to that melody, and this is what makes it easy to keep that word in your head. Best way. You learn vocabulary also. Best way. But I would like to ask you to do 2 or 3 things. 3 things. Like I said, that you already do the first step. I would like you to subscribe to my channel. This way, when I do every video that I do, you will get it first. They will tell you first. I would like to ask you also to share this link to anybody that you know who will be interested of speaking French, because there is a difference between speaking and learning. Okay, when you want to speak, learn, it's okay, but you don't need a master degree to go and walk on the street of Paris to be able to talk to somebody. That means you need to start today. That means the first thing that you have to do for me is subscribe. The second is share the link with someone that you know might be interested. And the third thing, buy this CD right now and start right now to start listening to it, and have your ears start by familiarize with a few words. And bring it everywhere that you go. Even if you go to Paris, bring it with you. They have people who bring my CDs to Paris, who bought the CDs here in the United States and bring it to Paris with them. Yes, my name is Michelet, and it was a pleasure to speak to you right now. It was a pleasure also to know that I can do something to help you achieve your goal, speaking French. Until then, until the next time, merci, au revoir et à bientôt.